we're just having fun, and I know that people are coming over here. And meanwhile, whilst we are waiting for people to just log in and come in here, let us know where are you logging in from. I will be your host, but we have a special guest who will be our trainer, whom I will be introducing shortly. But let me just quickly introduce myself. So my name is Aaron Zinyanya, and I am a Zimbabwean. I'm based in the United Kingdom. I'm a social worker by profession, and I'm doing this very part-time and currently on the rank of Sapphire. I'm so excited to see everybody here on this call, and I know tonight is another night. Someone's life is just about to change here. I know that Europe is here, the US is here, Africa is here. I'm seeing messages popping up from Africa, from the US, messages popping up from Hungary, popping from Cyprus. They are popping up from all over the world. I'm so excited because tonight is another night. And I can, let me just give you free advice. You need to have a notebook, because what is about to happen with the person I'm just about to introduce, I'm telling you, someone's life is just about to change. So if you can have your notebook, make sure that you have your notebook with you there, because I am so excited, and your business is just about to change. Your business is just about to change. So, guys, tonight we have a training that we have been looking for and looking forward to. And I remember to really get a slot for this person that I'm just about to introduce. It was not easy, because he is on demand in our company because of what he has done, the history that he has created. And I met this gentleman a couple of years ago, and I was just seeing him from a distance, creating massive momentum, creating massive results, creating leaders. But just last a month, in fact, some 2 months ago in June, I happened to meet him in person. I mean, he's one of the sweetest person that you can ever meet. He's so lovely, he's so kind, he's so passionate about what we are doing. It is a company. We are blessed to have him. You know, there's a statement that says, service to many leads to greatness. He is great because he has serviced our industry. He's an international trainer who is looked and sought by many companies across the globe. But we are so glad that our company has this person. And this person has over 20 years of experience in the network marketing industry. So tonight, you are going to get experience of over 20 years that he's going to share with us tonight. And he is building teams globally. He is producing leaders and leaders. He's a top earner, a multi-millionaire in his right in this industry. When I met him in Greece, I'm telling you, I implemented what he taught us in Greece. In fact, I love what he talked about when he was talking about a dog that was sitting on a pin. And he was saying, what is the pin that you are sitting on? Tonight you are on this call. What is it, that pin you are sitting on? For me, it was my salary. And I made a decision through the training that he made that I'm going to really put action. And coming from Greece, I was gold ambassador. I came and implemented what he taught us. And within a month in July, I ranked as Sapphire, where you are earning $1,000 per month, but per week you can make an average of $1,000 through the other bonuses. Please, guys, I want us to really love the gentleman I'm just about to welcome to the podium by the name Muzafer Najfi, all the way from the United States of America. My brother Muzafer, are you there?
I am. And thank you, everybody. And wow, thank you for the kind words. Aaron, I'm really grateful to be here with all of you. It's exciting for me because there's so many different countries and different languages. And this shows you what's happening. Right now, there's almost 300 people here today. And I'm sure by the time we start, there'll be over 300 because it's growing. And there's going to come a time where there will be 3,000 on a Zoom like this. And 200 to 300 of those people will be on your team. This is where we are going. And, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the great leadership that is really pushing to help put this together. And there's so many great leaders that have helped with this. But I want to start out by saying, there's always someone that decides or makes a decision and says yes, and then it leads to them introducing someone else. There's an incredible lady named Efrosini that is here tonight. And Efrosini is someone that I would not have met if it wasn't for her sponsor, Matt Morris. Matt is somebody that I've known and respected for years. I know you just had him in Africa. I know Matt and I were together in Europe. We were together in Greece, for those of you that were there. And if you're new and you have not met Matt Morris, I want you to know he's such a phenomenal leader in person. And he's a friend of mine. And I want you to understand, because Matt made a decision that Viago was going to be his home, we got the pleasure of having such a phenomenal lady named Efrosini. And Efrosini, to me, we are not only friends, we become like brother, sister, and we build this business, we joke, we have fun, and our friendship and partnership has grown time after time. But I'll tell you that the training that she could do for you, if you just listen, will change your life. The same thing with Matt Morris. I promise you, these are the best of the best. And then because of them, you look at some of the other leaders that are here, right? Like, this call was put in place because I had a great message from Helen, and then I had a great message from Aaron. Well, Helen is one of our newest diamonds. Amazing, amazing lady. When I met her, I was blown away. She's so humble. She's so kind. She's so hardworking. And then she told me that she was taking a leave of absence, unpaid, from her work to go to Africa to go build Viago because Matt Morris was coming. 6 weeks, unpaid time. Like, absolutely amazing, because she has vision of where we're headed. See, all of us, and maybe not all of us, but 99% of us have the ability to see. I know that we have some great new team members that unfortunately do not have the ability to see. And I'm so glad you are here as well. And I want you all to know that for those of us that have the ability to see, it's amazing. But vision is different. Vision is the ability to see without sight. And when we're new as a company, when you're at the beginning stages, it's so hard for some people to see the future or where we're going, because that's vision. That's seeing without sight. That then leads to belief. And my goodness, Helen, I'm so proud of you. And because of Helen, we've met some amazing people. There's another leader because of Matt and Efrosini. There's a gentleman named Martin Indijo. And to see what Martin has done, absolutely incredible results. And the team is growing, because of, again, Efrosini. I remember meeting somebody that became my Hungarian friend, man. Like, Gabor is my buddy. Like, every time I see him, I smile. Like, if I get a message from Gabor, I smile. Gabor is the type of person that will talk to everybody. And when he believes, there's no stopping him, and then the gentleman that started this call, Aaron, I just love saying his last name, Zinyanya. Like, I have to say it that aggressively. You can't just say it softly. It's like, you can say Aaron softly. It's Aaron Zinyanya. Like, you have to say it that way. So I loved his energy. Absolutely amazing. And we have leaders that have just gotten promoted. Imola and Chongi. My goodness, it's just incredible what you guys are doing. And I know today's been a little like everybody was waiting for this. And I just want to mention a couple more names that I know. There's so many. There's so many on this Zoom, but I met this lady Marvelous in when I was in Greece. And this lady was on dialysis, and she still came to the training, and she had to miss a whole day because of dialysis, and then came the next day. Like, to me, nobody has an excuse to miss a training. If this lady who's on dialysis finds a way to fly and go get trained, there's no excuse for anyone else. And then I met her son MJ and his wife, and to see what everyone is doing. And then we have US leaders that are on here. We have Asia leaders that are on here. We have people from different countries throughout Europe. And I don't want to forget anybody. There's so many of you. I know that some of you are working with Annabelle and Ioana and Octavian, and some of you are working with different leaders that are fantastic. And then my mentor is here. Some of you all met her at a training, and she is fully committed to Viago, and her name is Sherry Sharman, and she has a team here. There's so many. So I'm excited to get started. For those of us that haven't met, and there's so many languages that are on here, but knowing that Africa is here, some of y'all speak Swahili. So I can say Namnagani to those of you that speak Swahili in different countries. And so I want to say that. I can't say, like, Aaron, I think you were speaking in a language from Zimbabwe, Aaron, and I don't know that language yet, but I think you're going to teach it to me. And I'm excited to learn all the different languages. We have Swedish, we have like so many, Romanian, Italian, French, Spanish. There's so many of you. So I of course I'm not going to forget Uganda. Like my father is from Uganda, so that's I'm excited to come. So today, I want to start by telling all of you this, right? My name is Muzafer, and I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to be one of the co-founders of Viago, and I have the pleasure today of sharing some information with you. If you're new and we haven't met, I want you to understand that my father is from Uganda. My mother is from Dubai. I know that's a very unique mix. And, I'm very grateful to God that it happened. But today I want to spend some time on teaching you not only how to build, but how to duplicate your business. See, everyone wants what Helen has done, or what Efrosini has done, or what Gabor, like everybody wants this. Aaron just went, Sapphire, Imola and Chongi went Sapphire. Like, what are they doing? And so they were at the last training in Greece, and they said, listen, can you please share this information with all of our new ambassadors? We have so many from all over. And then Europe said, well, we have so many ambassadors too. Can we join? And one thing happened, and then now we have, I don't know how many countries are on. I have no idea right now, but we're at 325 people. And I want to say congratulations to all of you. This is a great beginning. Okay. So I want to spend the day on teaching you how to duplicate your business, because the one thing is, I want to tell you what I do. Do you know who I talk about everywhere that I travel? I talk about so many of the leaders I just mentioned. One of them being Helen. I talk about Helen because Helen's story is she joined in October. She went 10-10 in November. She went 25-25 in December. She went 50-50 in January. She went 100 in February. And then she put in more work, March, April, May. And then by the end of June, she finished diamond. So in December, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. In 8 months, she started her business and created a diamond business in 8 months. 8 months. Now, what did she do? Moving forward, let me tell you why Helen's business is going to continue to grow because of that story. That story. So I want to teach all of you how to build your story and help other people build their story. Everyone that joins, please listen. This is not just about signing people up. This is about duplicating your business. So I want to share something with you. I'm going to share my screen and hopefully everybody can see my hand. Okay. So what happens is I always show this. This is you. And we do two things. Number one, we will always have customers. We love customers. Customers are great, just so everyone understands. We will always have customers. Okay. Next is we build a team. A left team and a right team. We build a team. Because we want to make sure you're not the only person responsible for your income. But let me tell you what happens. Do you know what excites the team is your story? So my story is I've been in this industry of building teams for 30 years. 30 years. The very first company I joined was the company that I did not create a good story. My first company was the hardest business I ever built in my life because I didn't have a story. And I remember my mentors. I had two of them. One was a guy, one was a woman. And the lady, the woman, is here today. Like she's here. 30 years later, she's here with us. And I want you to understand, things that she told me changed my business forever. So one of the things that both her and the guy would tell me, there's two ways to build your business. One is fast and the other is painful. Which one do you choose, Muzafer? And I had already done painful. I wanted to change to fast. And so when I had a chance to build a second company, and I was starting from scratch, I had no team, no nothing. It was just me. It was just me. My second company, what I realized is I needed to create a story. So I did 32 presentations. My first 3 days. 31 people said yes. One person said no. This was my second company. My third company, I had to create a story and I became number one. My fourth company, I had to create a story. My fourth company, so I'll say company number 4. Company number 4. I started a team with 18 people. In 21 days, I had 326. In 3 months, I had 3,000. In 6 months, I had 10,000. Every company I have built, before Viago, I was in a company that was a nutrition and wellness and skincare company. And it was called Secret. And I was in that company. But I was actually vice president. I was vice president. So I was a corporate executive in that company. And I did all the trainings like this, and I flew everywhere. And then I resigned. And I said, I want to build a team. So now I had 0 and 0. This was 2018. I had 0, 0, and 0. And everybody says, what did you do after all these years, after building over again? And now you went from being a corporate executive to resigning, paying money to sign up. What did you do? And I'm going to show you the 7 steps that I did. And I'll show you what I duplicated. But I'll give you the story now. So I won't keep you waiting on the story. But I'll give you the story now. What I did was, you will see, I went through 7 steps. Step number 1, I will show you. Step number 2, I will show you. But step number 3, I will tell you right now, and then I will teach you how to do it. I will teach you how to do it. Okay? So step number 3 was I made a list of 500 people. Because in 2018, you have to understand that that was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. I was 44 years old. At this stage of my life, I didn't care what people thought anymore. I didn't care. I'm going to show everybody my business. I don't care. So many people prejudge. So many people think twice. So many people play the conversation in their mind. If I call them, they will say this. I will say this. They will say this. That's what people do. I didn't care. I made a list of 500. And then I circled 40. You will see this. I will break this down for you. 17 people said yes. 17 said yes. So I signed up 17 people. 23 said no. And in my first 10 days, we did 200,000 in business on this team and 200,000 in business on this team. And I became a blue diamond in that company in my first 10 days. Now, I have a different network. At that year, I had been in this industry for 23 years. So please do not compare my 23rd year to your first day. But why do I tell you all of this? Was because I needed to create a story. What did Helen do? She created a story. What did Aaron do? He created a story. Efrosini, story. Martin's story. He went 10-10 his first month, 25-25 his second month, 50-50 his third month, 100-100 his fourth month. Martin created a story. Imola and Changi created a story. Gabor, he recruits people every month and creates stories. Marvelous. MJ, everyone created a story. So we have to create your story. And how we're going to do it is through these 7 steps. So I hope you have a notepad and pen today. I'm going to cover this, and then I'm going to spend time on our compensation plan. If you know this information and you know the compensation plan, take notes anyways, because you will learn how I teach it. What I want you to do is not become someone that knows the information. I want you to become someone that can teach it. And then we want you to become someone that can teach people how to teach. That's the future, is if you can teach and then teach how to teach. Now, before I dive in, I have to say thank you to all of our translators. Our translators are a gift. I love all the translators because you give me a voice. And so I want to say thank you to all of our translators. You are absolutely amazing. You have to listen to me, which that's a lot of work. And then you have to translate the information, and then you have to say it. You have to say the information in your language with the same excitement, tonality. When I'm up, you have to be up. When I'm quiet, you have to be quiet. It's a lot of work for our translators. If you meet one of our translators and they translate for you, give them a hug. Tell them thank you, because they literally help people that are not on their team. They help the company. They're amazing. Okay. So now let's build your business. There's this right here is some people call a fast start training. This should happen in your second appointment. This should happen when you're after somebody joins and you're meeting with them for a second appointment, which should happen 24 to 48 hours after application goes in. This is not, okay, I have to say this. Everything that I will teach you today, everything is optional. But so is your success. It's optional. If you say, no, my success is mandatory, then everything I teach you is mandatory. If you say your success is optional, then everything I teach you is optional. If your success is mandatory, everything I teach you is mandatory. I hope in your notes you choose, is success mandatory? Write it down. Or is success optional? Number one, like write that down at the top. My success is. My success is. And then fill in the blank. Which one is it? Mandatory or optional? Based on what you write down, you're going to take notes differently. The information I share with you, you're going to do differently. This is your life. The one thing I do not want for you, even if we haven't met, because you're a part of our community, I look at you as my friend because you're a part of our community. What I don't want for my friends is to live in regret. Because I'm going to tell you right now, fear is temporary. Regret is permanent. So let's go through these 7 steps. Okay, I'm going to go to a fresh piece of paper. Okay. So this is what you should be teaching every person that joins your business. And by the way, You have to remember, this is you. These are the people on your team. And if you've personally sponsored this one, you have the relationship. Please remember this. If you have the relationship, you cannot be the expert. You will need an expert to help you motivate and train your relationships. Somebody has to be the E and somebody has to be the R. Just remember that. So I always have an E do the 7 steps for my relationships. If I have a relationship with you, I need, and it doesn't have to be my upline. Anybody can be an expert. You know what's amazing is my mentor today is in my business. I was always in her business. Today she's in my business. But you know what's great is I can have her be an expert for me, even if she's in my business. An expert is anybody other than you. So let's go to the 7 steps. Okay, 7 steps. Step number 1 is you have to make a decision. Africa, Europe, USA, South America, Asia. This is not a decision to start, because if you've already signed up, you already started. This is a decision to finish, or another word that can be used because it depends on translation. My translators, you can use the word complete. In Spanish, I would rather they translate the word complete because it's better than the word finish in Spanish. So I don't know the language that is translating right now, but please. Number 1 is to make a decision to complete this business, complete Viago. And what does that mean? That's different for everybody. So many of you have started things in your life you haven't finished. You've started a weight loss program you never finished. You never completed it. You started a project at your house you never completed. Some of you started a relationship you never completed. Some of you started whatever it is, a painting. Like, people start, they don't complete, they don't finish. The number 1 decision I made when I joined all of my businesses was I needed to complete this. And I wrote down, for me, completing was not just black diamond for me. For me, completing is to go, for me, and you can write whatever you want, right? I'm not here telling you what you should write. For me, completing this is for me to be a black diamond and for my friends to be black diamonds. That's completing for me. Now, some of you are going, well, wait a minute, Muzafer. If you're saying everyone in the community is your friend, you have a lot of friends, so that means you will never stop. For me, I love this. I don't want to do anything else. Like, I love this. I love being here with all of you right now. And I can't wait to meet you in person. I can't wait to shake your hand and give you a hug. And we can look each other in the eyes and say, we're going to do this together and change lives. For some of you, you want to retire. And that's great. Pick the rank that works for you, okay? Number 2 is why. Why are you doing this business? And what do you want from this? Why are you doing this business? And what do you want from this? And I tell people to write it down. Okay, now please listen to me. If I'm doing this with my new sign up, right? Like, for example, I met a lady named Gina the other day. She lives in the Netherlands, and her sponsor is a lady named Carrie in the UK. Right now, maybe Carrie, who is sponsored by a lady named Kay, who is sponsored by a lady named Supreme. And maybe they sit down with Gina, and Gina goes, I'm making a decision that I'm going to complete this. Do you know what that decision means? It means that if there are challenges, you go around it, over it, or through it. You don't let it stop you once you make the decision to complete this. Do you know that if a credit card doesn't go through, you don't give up because you made a decision to complete this? Do you know that if something happens in the membership, you don't give up because you made a decision to complete this? Do you know if someone decides to quit, you don't stop because you made a decision to complete this? Do you know if somebody goes on the internet and decides to write negative things, you don't stop because you made a decision to complete this? Do you know if you, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. When you make the decision to complete this, it doesn't matter what obstacles come in your way. You go over it, you go around it, or you go through. You go through it. You do not let it stop you, because you made the decision to complete, number one. Number two is your why. Your why. Why is it important for you to complete this one? Why? And what do you want? Now, if I meet with my new friend, my new sign-up, Aaron Zinyanya, if I meet with Aaron, I have to say it that way, Aaron, for the rest of our life, every time I see you, that's how I'm going to say your last name. I'm just saying. And let's say that Sherry helps me with this, or Efrosini. Let's say that Efrosini was my sponsor, and I bring Aaron Zinyanyan, and Efrosini does the 7 steps, and we find out why Aaron's doing this and what he wants. Do you know what I want? I want a copy of this, what he wrote down, because me and Aaron are business partners. Because anytime Aaron is having a difficult time, I'm going to remind him of why he's doing this and what he wants. Aaron, don't you remember what you told me about your family, about what you want? I know that your best friend, Aaron, quit, and he's complaining and he's saying things. It's okay. It's okay. He's not going to pay your bills. He's not going to take care of your family. He's not going to help you travel the world. Aaron, you wrote this down. Let's go get this. This is what we do as business partners. I have a copy of this. Okay. So what I want for all of you, is to have stability. That's what I want for all of my friends, to have stability. And this right here, I want you to have residually. So after I show step number 2, I go to this side of the piece of paper. And what I do is I go, okay, Aaron, this is you. So let's say, for example, I sponsored Sherry. Sherry sponsored a wonderful young lady named Sandy. And so what happens is that I would sit there and go, Sandy, this is you. And what we're going to do is, on this side, Sandy, you're going to see the rank. And on this side, you're going to see income. And what I'm showing you, Sandy, and when I do this, I say their name. I don't over-say their name. Some of you forget to say their name. Please write this down. There's no sweeter sound to a human being's ears than hearing their name said correctly by another human being. I'll make you a promise. Every time I say Aaron Zinyanyan, you'll see him smile. Every time. Every time. every time. And I'm telling you, that's all of us. Say, if you say my name correctly, I will smile. We're all that way. So when you're building your business, write this down as well. People don't care how much you know unless they know how much you care. And one way of showing people how much you care is when you say their name correctly. When you say their name correctly. So I would say Sandy, or if I was meeting with, I hope I say her name correctly, Sylvia, Sylvia, Monica Benedict. Did I say it correctly? Yes? And she's smiling. Okay, thank God I said her name correctly. Heart back at you, right? And I would say, you know, listen, Sylvia, I want to make sure that you understand. I want you to have stability for you and your family, right? Residually. Now, what I'm going to show you, and you have to say it this way. What I'm going to show you is based off the 99, and I'm doing this in US dollars. Please forgive me. There's so many countries on here. There's different currencies. There's the euro, there's peso, there's the dollar, there's depending on where you're at, there's different currencies throughout Europe, Africa. So I'm just using US dollars, okay? So this is the US dollar version. And but I let them know that this is based off of everyone maintaining this membership. So I would say Sylvia or Sandy or Aaron or Dana, what I want to do is I want to help find out what you want. What do you want? 5-5 is a bronze. 5-5 is a bronze. And the income here, and again, I'm using USD, and this is per month. $50 per month. Next is 1010, and I write this out. I actually write it out. This is a silver ambassador, and this is 200 per month. Then there's 2525, which is a gold. This is 500 per month. And this is guaranteed as long as these people are all keeping the membership every single month. Then we go to 50/50, and this is a sapphire. As you heard, Aaron just finished sapphire. Imola and Changi just finished sapphire. Like, we have some new sapphires, right? This is 1,000 per month. 100 is emerald. This is 2,000. I remember when Martin Indijo, my brother, when he finished this, I was so excited, like so excited. And I know he's gonna finish this next one, 250, which is diamond. I'm so confident because he's so close right now. And when Helen finished diamond, I think all of Viago was jumping up and down with excitement for her. That's what we do. We celebrate all of you. And then 500 is a blue diamond. Like, I look at Efrosini and just amazing. She's amazing, right? This is 10,000, right? And then we've got 1,000, which is 20,000, which is a red diamond. Then we've got 2,000, which is 36,000 per month. And this is purple diamond. Now, I write this down every time I do a 7 steps. Every time I write it right here, right here. So if you are not writing this down, I don't know what you're doing right now. Like, I'm writing it down, and I've written it down more than anybody. Listen, I'm going to show you. because sometimes they say that a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let me show you my life. You see this one? This one is Spanish. Estabilidad con residual. This is Spanish. Same 7 steps. This is another 7 steps. This is for Kay. She's actually on this Zoom right now. This is another 7 steps. This is another one. This is 7 steps. This is 7 steps. This one is in Japanese. This one is another 7 steps. This is Japanese. This one, like, do you guys look? Japanese. This is another 7 steps. This is, hopefully you guys understand, right? Like, I have one that I did. I'll show you. Where is it? I know I have it here. I have so many papers here. I did one in Swedish. I did one in the Swedish language. Okay. Now, let's finish this. Write it down. Okay. Number 3. Number 3 is the list. Okay. The list is, I made a list. I made a big list and a concentrated list. See, when you've made a decision and you've written down why you're doing this and what you want, 5,000 is black diamond, and this is 85,000 per month. Now, I ask people, which one do you want and which one do you need? Most people want, or most people need this. Need. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants. This is what most people need. And when I ask people, what is it that you need? Then I ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to you? Muzafer, I need 2,000 per month in Africa. That will change my life. 2,000 per month, US dollars in Africa. I will be able to do this full time, or 1,000 per month, or 500 per month, or I need 5,000. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how important? The minute they say 10, I go, okay, now I'm going to show you exactly what we need to do. Now, number 3 is the list. I make a big list and a concentrated list. My big list had 500. So many people are scared to do this because you're prejudging and you're worried about what people will think of you. I don't care. I don't care. You can think what you think already. Like I'll tell you right now. I had somebody write something about me on Facebook because they didn't like me. So they wrote something about me. And my daughters asked me, they said, does it bother you? I said, why? Can you guys still hear me okay? Okay, somebody said they can't hear anything. So if you guys can hear me, okay, great. My daughters said, does it bother you? I said, no. They said, why? I said, because number 1, it's not true. So why would I care? Why do I care what somebody writes on the internet about me? Not the company, about Muzafer. I know who I am. I know that I love people and help people, and I do the best that I can. So if somebody doesn't like what I do or like me, it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry. The last income isn't clear enough. I apologize. So it's 5,000 people left, 5,000 people right, and this is 85,000 per month. Sorry about that. Okay, so when I made a list, it's because I don't care if someone says yes or no. My biggest fear is somebody seeing this business with someone else and saying yes to them because I was too scared to talk to them. That's my biggest fear. Not someone saying no. I want to show you my business. Now, this is the big list. And I do this for two reasons. One is for me, and the other one is for my team. For me, I do this because I need to see everybody, because if it's not in front of my eyes, it's out of my mind. Out of sight, out of mind. And for my team, it's because I take a picture of my list. And then if I invited my friend, Sylvia, to be on a Zoom, when it's done, I would say, Sylvia, do you get pictures like on your text message while we're talking? Yes, I would send her a picture of this. And I'd say, Sylvia, I'm building this with or without you. I want to do it with you. And I want you to be on top of this list. You. Or you can wait and be at the middle, or you can come afterwards. But I'm building this business. So that's my big list. My concentrated list, it's because my mother told me, do not try and drink the ocean. If you try and drink the ocean, you will drown and die. So drink one bottled water at a time. So I made a concentrated list of 40. Of the 40 people I showed this business to, 17 said yes, and 23 said no. Just so all of you know. Now, for me, I had more no's than yeses, and I'm okay. I'm okay. If you get more yeses than no's, you're better than me. I hope everyone gets more yeses than no's. But if you get more no's than yeses, then you're just like me, and you're going to be okay. Number 4, we have to launch your business. All of you need to do a launch. Some people call it a travel party, a launch party. You have to launch your business, and you need to do this in your first 72 hours. You have to set a launch. So you have to set a date of when you're going to do I do either a launch at someone's home, or I do a launch on a Zoom, either at someone's home or on a Zoom. I like people's homes, but sometimes people have contacts everywhere today. So I set up their launch Zoom immediately. And it doesn't have to be massive. You can either have 3 to 5 people or 7 to 10. If you're a real go-getter, you'll have 7 to 10. Listen, if you have 3 to 5 people on, fantastic. So I do a launch in the first 72 hours, and I do 3 launches in month 1. So for all of you, it's August. You should all have 3 launches set up for your business in August. 3. That's 3 presentations that are private presentations for your contacts only. That's not including all the other presentations we have. The launch is a private presentation for your contacts only. And we will teach you how to invite. Now, there's a great training system called Inner Circle. Inner Circle. I'm on Inner Circle. Like everybody says, Muzafer, I want the results that you have. Then please do what I do. I'm on Inner Circle. If you're not on Inner Circle, then you're not getting specialized knowledge. You know, I was with Matt Morris in we were together in Colombia and we were together in Greece. And Matt Morris said this. He said, there's a success formula. He said, the success formula is having the correct vehicle plus specialized knowledge plus consistency of work equals success. This to me is Viago. This to me is Inner Circle. This is the regional trainings. This is the Zoom trainings. And this is the big events. If you're not doing these, you're not getting specialized knowledge. Viago is the correct vehicle. Consistency of work is you. The consistency of work for me is 4 to 5 presentations per week. 16 to 20 per month for 24 consecutive months. Consistency of work. This is for someone that's part-time, by the way. This. Okay, now let's go back to here. Launch, invite. What happens is that number 5 is the presentation. Number 5 is the presentation. The presentation is done by an expert, but the person that I'm doing the launch for is the first person that is going to talk. So if it's Sylvia or it's Sandy, I would say, Sandy, you're the first person that's going to talk in the launch. Sylvia, you're the first person that's going to talk in the launch. You know, it could be anybody. Like if I was helping Kulthum Ali, if I was helping her, she would be the first person to talk. You know, if it's Janet in Sweden, she would be the first person to talk. You know, it could be anybody. Whoever I'm doing this for, they would be the first person. If it was Marvelous, she would be the first person. If it was Melinda, if it was Tapiwa, if it was Winnie, if it was like whoever is the person that I'm doing this with, they would be the first person to talk, right? What they do is I teach them, is I sit there and say, listen, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be the first person to speak. You're going to welcome everyone. Then you're going to say why you're doing this. Then you're going to tell them you're all in. Then you're going to say that this is a big deal. Then you're going to let them know that with or without you. Like if I was talking to Aaron and Dana and Sandy and Rachel, and they were all my friends on the Zoom, and I was the person welcoming, and my expert was going to do the presentation for me, and this was me. I would say why I'm doing this for my family, so my daughters have a better life, so I'm not the only person responsible for my income. I want to travel the world. I want to have fun. I don't want to work for someone else. I don't want to build someone else's dream. That's why I'm showing this to you. I want you to know that I'm all in, and this is a big deal. With or without you, I'm going to build Viago. I want to do it with you. Make sure you say that. I want to do it with you. But no matter what, we will be friends. No matter what, I will love you anyways. No matter what, it's going to be okay. So the person that's new is the first person to talk in the launch. Then it's the upline. Then it's the presenter. Now, sometimes the upline and the presenter are the same person. And then number 4 is the close. And that's either the upline, unless the person who I'm doing the launch for feels confident enough to close. But if not, it's the upline. Number 6 is training. When I meet with someone, I tell them, like for the USA, if you're in USA and Canada, the Columbus, Ohio training for me is mandatory. If you're in Africa, in Europe, the Barcelona training is mandatory for me. If you're in South America, the Colombia training is mandatory for me. Inner Circle is mandatory for me. Inner Circle is mandatory for me. If this is what you really want and need, if you're above a 7 or an 8 or a 9 or a 10, then training is mandatory. It's mandatory. It's not an option. And number 7 is follow-up. Number 7 is follow-up. And this is where your fortune will be, ladies and gentlemen. It's follow-up. Okay? So now, I wanted to go into this, and I know they wanted me to cover a little bit about compensation. And so I'm going to spend a little bit time on compensation so you understand we have the best compensation plan in the world. Everybody's going to tell you that they do, but numbers don't lie. Like numbers are numbers. And I want you to understand that other companies, they may pay a high percentage like we pay, but they don't allocate the money in the right place like we do. I believe we pay a high amount and we allocate the money in the right places. So, number 1, when we look at compensation, number 1 is direct. It's the direct. So when you, right, the direct bonus, when you sign somebody up for the launch pack and you earn $100 US, it's great money. I have people that have introduced 20 people every month for the last 5 months. I have a lady that has personally signed up 20 people every month for the last 5 months. She's made over $10,000. Now, she didn't introduce 20 and all 20 said yes. She heard a lot of no's. But the direct bonus is when you personally introduce somebody. Okay, number 2 is the residual. And that I showed you on here, this right here. And the residual, all of the money paid comes from the 99, all of it. And you got to think, when people are at these higher ranks, there's a lot of lower ranks in their business. So on the same numbers, we're paying out multiple money on the same numbers. What the ownership group in Viago decided is they would take a smaller profit to pay more money to the ambassadors. That's such a sacrifice that most companies don't do. Okay, residual. Number 3 is the binary team commissions. Okay. The direct bonus is paid weekly. The residual bonus is paid monthly. The binary is paid weekly. The binary team commissions this is you. Every time somebody does the launch pack, you receive normally 1 point. Right now, we're running a promotion where it's 2 points. And normally it's 5 points left and 5 points right. That would equal a team commission of $50 US. So normally it would take you more than 2 people, but right now we have run a promotion where it's only 4 points left and 4 points right. So when you have 2 new signups and 2 new signups, you would earn $50, except right now we have a promotion that's paying $100. So what it looks like is this is you, and you have 1, 2, 1, 2. And you don't have to bring these people personally. Even if someone above you places someone down here, it counts for your binary team commissions. So how does that work? If 5 people go in your business, you now have 10 points. And let's say 2 people are over here, you have 4 points. What the computer does is it looks for 4, 4. So it subtracts 4 and it subtracts 4. And you're now here left with 6, and here you're left with 0. But this equals 100. And then these points, they get moved to the next week. This pays weekly. So whatever you don't earn commissions on, it gets moved to the next week. The only way you will lose these points is if you are not active. Active is 100 QV, which is volume, which basically equals the 99 membership. And to earn binary commissions, to earn residual, so to earn 2, 3, 4, and 5, you need to be qualified. Qualified means you have 1 personal person active on your left and 1 personal person active on your right. This makes you qualified. If you are not qualified, you will not earn these commissions. So we need to make sure you are active and qualified. Now, I'll tell you something that I've seen people that had points. Active will keep the points in your big leg. Qualified will help maintain points on both legs. So you have to be active and qualified. Get this done as fast as possible. Now, these team commissions will pay anywhere between 100 all the way up to 25,000 US dollars per week. So one cycle, which is 4 and 4. 4 and 4, one cycle. Right now equals $100. That's one cycle. So what does 10 cycles equal? Which is 40 points and 40 points. That equals $1,000. This is what we want for all of you, is 10 cycles per week. So you're earning $1,000 per week. In the future, I want you to be at 100 cycles. 100 cycles is 10,000 per week. 200 cycles is 20,000 per week. We can help you get there. It'll take time. But 20,000 per week does not include this residual money that you're earning every month. Remember, this pays monthly. This is a different income. It pays from 100 all the way up to $25,000 per week. Number 4 is our Sapphire bonus. So this right here is my friend Aaron. Zinyanyan. Okay. This is Aaron. Aaron is a Sapphire. Congratulations again, my friend. So proud of you. What happens is that Aaron has, let's say, his friend. Let's say his friend. Aaron, name me one of your friends. Give me a name.
That's Helen.
Who?
Helen.
Helen? But give me, she, of course she's your friend. She's your upline. Give me somebody in your business.
So I'll give you Chenge, Chenge.
Chenge.
Yeah.
Okay, so now watch. Chenge says, Aaron, I know Helen, he wants to sign you up. I know he does. Everybody in the company wants to sign you up, Helen. I promise. Your leadership, your humility, your work ethic, Helen is like the best. Everyone wants to sign up Helen. I promise. You want to find a Helen. Okay. Aaron signs up Chenge, right? Aaron, did I say it right? Chenge?
Yeah.
Chenge. Chenge says, Aaron, come to my house. I'm going to have 10 people there. So Aaron shows there's 10 people. Let's say 15 people are booked. 12 people show up. 10 people say yes. Chenge, I'm going to use US dollars. These are all 10 of his personal people. Chenge made $1,000. But guess what? Aaron is the Sapphire. And Aaron made $50, the Sapphire bonus, on all of these signups. So for Aaron doing a presentation for Chenge, he just made $500 for one presentation. Now watch. If Chenge's 10 people, let's say 5 of them say, Aaron, we can each put 10 people in our house. That's 50 more people. Let's say they say yes. Guess what? Aaron makes 50 times 50. That's $2,500 for doing 5 more presentations. This Sapphire bonus is really nice. But you know what's going to happen is as Chenge's team is growing, and every week they're signing up new people. And every week Aaron's getting 50. Chenge is going to go, Aaron, I love you. I need to go Sapphire. Now, when Chenge goes Sapphire, the $50 will go to Chenge. But do you know why Aaron is happy? Because it helps Aaron's residual. It helps Aaron's binary. And Aaron is also earning check match from Chenge. So even though when Chenge becomes a Sapphire, Aaron's not earning the Sapphire bonus on Chenge's team, he's earning check match, which is 6 generations. So the $50 is designed to help Chenge build his business so his paycheck grows and his people's paycheck grows, which will help Aaron earn more money in check match. That's the design of this. The design of this is to make check match great. And that's 6 generations. where generation 1 is 20% match, generation 2, 10%, generation 3, 10%, generation 4, 10%, generation 5, 5%, generation 6, 5%. And you earn this percentage from people's binary commissions. I know this is a lot on the compensation. I want you to understand how aggressive and how much money this compensation pays. Now, there's so much more I can go into this compensation. I have a video that covers all the details of the compensation, all of it. What I'll tell you is, if you just focus on building this, if you focus on building 5, 5, 10, 10, 25, 25, the rest will pay. This will pay. It will pay you. Don't worry. You don't have to know this in order to earn this. I like knowing it. But if you help the average person just focus on 5, 5, 10, 10, 25, 25, if you help everybody just focus on this, and you help everybody on making a list and doing a launch 3 in a month, you help with the presentation, you teach them what to say. We have a video that will teach you how to invite. Now, when I'm done with the 7 steps, I always make sure I set the date before my meeting is done. I set the date for the first one. Remember, when the 7 steps is done, set the date for the first one. I've had people set all 3 dates, but as long as you set the date for the first one, this compensation plan can pay you great money every week, and it can pay you great money every month. And I just want to tell you that there's a lot happening in this business. And the last thing I want you to understand is this, is I don't care who says yes and who says no. This is me. In order to get to 5, 5, 10, 10, 25, 25, 50, 50, I know that this business is like a deck of cards. And all I'm trying to do is flip the cards. And as long as I get higher than a 6, I will work with a 6 to become a 7 to become an 8 to become a 9 to become a 10. I'm getting high cards right now. But if I get a 2, that's someone that is a no. An 8 I can work with. A 3 is a no. I have Disney cards because I have kids. A 4 is a no. A 5 is a no. Remember, a 6 or higher. A joker is a joker. A 7 I can work with. A queen I can work with. An ace I can work with. A joker I can't. And so what I want you to understand is there's 52 cards in the deck. What would you do if I told you that every time you get through 10 cards, you will get 1 yes? How fast would you flip the cards? What if I told you at card number 77, you would find your next black diamond, your next Helen? What if I told you at card number 77, you would find your Helen? How fast would you get to card 77? The cards represent people that I'm presenting the business to. I'm not going to try to convince a 2 to become a 9. I'm not going to rub on this 2 and hope it becomes a 9. I'm going to let the 2 go, and I'm going to flip. My flip is a presentation. I'm trying to get, if I told you number 77 was Helen, all of you would do 76 presentations in your first day so you can get to 77 knowing that it's a Helen. If I told you presentation number 102 was Martin and Dijo, what if I told you presentation number 155 was Efrosini? What if I told you presentation number 210 was Matt Morris? How fast would you finish 209 presentations? I don't know if another Matt is 210, or is he presentation number 10, or is he presentation number 1? I don't know. But I know for a fact that if you do 0 presentations, you will never get any of them. The key, my friends, is to present this business with your expert. I know this was a little longer than normal, but your leadership group asked me to do 7 steps and compensation, which are 2 big, massive parts of our business that I wanted to make sure all of you had. I appreciate you. I love all of you. I look forward to celebrating all of your successes. If you're around the world, you need a team in the United States. If you're in the United States, you need a team around the world. We have people in the UK. We have people in Philippines. We have people in Japan. We have people in Singapore. We have people in Malaysia. We have people in Colombia. We have people in Africa, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Mozambique, Kenya, South Africa. We've got people everywhere. We need you to have a team all over the world. That's what we want for you. I promise your success matters more to us than I could even explain. And sometimes I get aggressive because I love y'all. And I wish all of you to have the results and success that I've been very blessed and fortunate to have. And I cannot wait to see all of you at the upcoming trainings. Make August the best month. And if I can ask this, August 7th, which is tomorrow, is a magical day. It's a magical day. You will have one of the best days of your life tomorrow. Do you know why? It's my birthday. It has to be a magical day. It has to be magic. August 7th has to be a magical day. What I want is if all of you at least do 2 presentations tomorrow. Just 2. That's my birthday present. Do 2 presentations for your business. Start your business. Duplicate your business. I will be so happy to see you walk across stage. Finish your 6. Get your Club 6, which is a free membership, which is what we want everyone to have. Get your 6. Tell that story. And just know this. I thank God every day for all of you in this community, because without you, we wouldn't have Viago. And to all the leadership that made this happen, thank you again. Like from, and I don't want to miss any names. And if I missed your name, there's so many great leaders that are on here. Please forgive me. I didn't do it intentionally. There's so many of you. I just want you to know that I appreciate you. Thanks again to our translators. Have a fantastic day. And Aaron, I'll let you say the final words, my friend. But thank you for calling me and putting this together, Aaron. Zinyanyan, I appreciate you, brother. I love you. And Helen, thank you for always letting me know what's happening with the Africa team. And Martin, I love you, brother. Efrosini, you're my sister. Gabor, I appreciate you. Like all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Aaron, I'll turn it over to you.
My brother, I don't know what to say, but I think the person who deserves to give the appreciation, it can't be me. But I just want to invite one of the greatest, the person that I admire so much, who is our top leader and whose leadership I think is producing all these results. This is none other than Efrosin Adamides.
Thank you, champion. And Muzafer, I just want to basically say, what a way to serve people. This is one of the things that I respect and that I admire about you, is that you're always willing to serve, and you don't just do something, you over deliver. I mean, I think that if someone was to charge for this webinar, it would be priceless. But we get access to this valuable information, this condensed information of over 30 years experience over the next hour and a half. And like you said, guys, you got to keep it simple. You got to follow the steps, and repetition is the mother of all skill. Now, if we can, instead of saying a big thank you to Muzafer, which I think it's important to say thank you, but I also believe that actions always speak louder. Basically, for his birthday tomorrow, every single one of us does exactly what he asked, which is 2 presentations. Take a screenshot of your 3-way after your presentation. Take a screenshot of your presentation. Take a screenshot of your house launch, your home launch, whatever you're doing, and send it to Muzafer with the birthday wishes. That way he gets a gift and he gets the appreciation. Thank you, Muzafer, for everything that you're doing for the team. Aaron, thank you for stepping up, champion, and making this happen. And to everybody else, I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys. July was a record month, and I believe that August will be even bigger. When other people sleep, this is the time to gain market share. When other people are on holidays, this is the time to invest time in your business. So this way, what the few are able to do because you were willing to go against the grain. Have a great night, champions.